Hi, and welcome to another video by Get It Done Home Repairs. Today we're going to be putting in a Nest. It's a Wi-Fi type thermostat that you can control from your phone, whether you're home or wherever you are. You can see what the temperature is in the house from wherever you're located. You will need to download the app for your phone just so you can control it. But first thing we're going to do before we start doing is we are going to open up the box to find out what's inside the box and what we're going to need to put it together. Next thing we're going to do is we went over to the circuit breaker box or the main switch that turns the power off to the heating system or the air conditioning, and we did turn it off. As you can see, this is now blank, which means that there is no power going to it. But if you're not sure if it's off or not, just turn your air conditioning up or your heat up or down. And if it turns on, then obviously it's not. So just make sure your power supply is turned off. All right, so we'll open up the box, we'll see what's in it, and then we're going to get started to get this job done. All you're really going to need is you're going to need a screwdriver. The screwdriver for the flathead screws comes inside the box. So we just have a Phillips head screwdriver, and I am going to use a drill to put the screws into the wall to actually secure the plate to the wall itself. All right, so this is what comes inside the box. Obviously, it's your directions how to install it. This is the flat screwdriver that they actually give to you. A couple of screws.
This is some boring stuff here.
That's all we need. I did it fast forward. Okay. So this is what they give you to install the whole unit itself. This piece here is just in case you were to take the thermostat off the wall, and sometimes there'll be a metal box mounted behind it. But you may need this, you may not. We'll see when we take the piece off the wall. The 4 screws that they give you here are just in case you have to mount this plate on the wall. You can attach this plate over the top of it, and that would be the screws through here. But we are probably not going to use this, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so that's everything that we're going to need to put this together. So let's get up here now, and I'm going to show you how to remove the thermostat from the wall. Most of the time, you can just grab it, and it just pops right off. Don't pull it too hard because there's wires in the back of it. And what you want to do at this point is you want to mark the wires or take a picture so you know where the wires are secured on the back here, and that's what we're going to do. So let's take a picture of it. Most likely we're not going to need that, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Okay, now inside your pamphlet here, you'll find that there's stickers here that you need to label the wires so you know which wires go back to where they're supposed to be. Now, let me just bring in here a little closer. I want to show you this here. You can see up in here, you have a white, you have a red, you have a green, and it's supposed to be a yellow, but as you can see, the yellow is actually blue. So we put the labels on here for where they were connected onto the thermostat itself, and that's how we're going to reconnect it. So now that we have everything labeled, we're going to take our screwdriver that comes in the kit, and we're going to loosen these up and take the wires off. And we just take them and lift them out of the way. So now this piece we're finished with, we're going to put this off to the side. We're just going to take these wires and put them together just so we can take this plate here off the wall. This is a Phillips head, so you can take your screwdriver like this, and you can remove the screws. Take this off. Okay, so now that we have the old pieces removed here, we're going to take our plate like this, and this plate is meant to cover up anything on here so it doesn't show through. We're just going to put this plate up over here, and we're going to center it so it covers up what's there now. Even though these wires are not perfectly straight here, we want to make sure we cover the big holes underneath here, so we're going to put it right here just like this. And then we're going to put a screw in the top here and a screw in the bottom here. So let me grab the screwdriver. Now I'm going to use this paper actually. Just tells you to make sure that you have your furnace or air conditioning in the off position, which we know we covered that already, so that's all set. All right, next thing we're going to do now is we're going to take this screw here. We're going to put it through the top right here. And we're going to actually screw this screw through the top hole, and we're not going to tighten it down real tight. We're just going to tighten it up a little bit because we need to have this level exactly in the center. So we're going to catch the one, and then we'll move it either left or right until we center it. So that's what we're going to do. Now you can do this by hand. I'm going to use the electric screwdriver because it is a little bit easier. We're going to put this up here, and you'll notice that in the back here, these little tabs right here, they're going to line up with these little tabs right here. And you can move it around and you can feel where it locks in place. So now we're just going to catch that screw up on the top. Now, if you had to use this, you could obviously do that, but it just went a little quicker using this drill here. Now we're just going to take this and we're going to level this out so that it's exactly and now you can see the bubble here is right in the center where it's supposed to be. Now that we have it set there, we're going to put our second screw in the bottom right here. Again, you're not going to tighten it up real tight because it is made of plastic and you don't want to break it right now. So we're just going to catch this in there. Make sure that it's nice and straight. And you can see the bubble is right in the center where it belongs right here. And now that we have that, we're just going to screw these down till they're snug. Okay, we're right in the center where it belongs. Now we're going to take our wires and we're going to reconnect them where we previously took them off. Now I will tell you this, if you're looking at these wires and the end is damaged here or possibly broken, you want to remove it and strip the wire back. But as you can see, These are in good shape right here, so we don't have to worry about that. Now we're going to reconnect them where they came out of. So we're going to connect our white wire to our white right here. You take this and you push down on this piece here. You put the white wire in through the bottom, like this. And then you let go of this piece here. We do the same thing with our red. Now, even though this wire here is blue, it was connected up to the yellow, so we are going to connect it up to the yellow where it's supposed to be here. Check 1 second. Okay, now this wire is a little bit curved on the end right here, so we're just going to straighten it out. And then we're going to put this back into the green. You push it all the way down, slide your wire in. And last, we're going to connect our red wire. Okay, we're just going to straighten this other wire out just a little bit here as well. And we push down on that tab right here. And we're going to push our wire back in there until it locks in place. And then we have our white connected, our red connected, our yellow. Even though it's a yellow is really blue, the wire was yellow on the old thermostat, and our green is underneath here. Now you know these are locked in when you see these little tabs here stay down, because that holds the wires in place. Then we're just going to push these wires in here until they're flat, so we can put the cover back over it. Put them down like that. This plug right here. And we're going to push it in right here until we hear it snap. Now before you put this on, make sure that you're still centered over here, which it is. And that's it. I'm just going to take this off. You want to make sure your nest piece is up on top and it's plugged in and snapped in place. And now we're going to go and turn on our switch, and we'll make sure it works. Okay, now after it turns on, you can read your information here of how to set up, but we're going to do it in English. Unless you're in Germany, then you're doing it in German. English, yes. Internet connection. And then we're going to set it up to our Wi-Fi. Just turn the phone up. Okay, now we're going to set it up for the internet. You could skip this part if you wanted to, but we're going to connect it. So let me just get this set up and we'll come right back. Okay, now we followed the directions on the screen here. I didn't film it because it's a Wi-Fi code to get into the Wi-Fi here. But after we finish the setup part for the Wi-Fi, now we actually are checking to make sure that everything is connected correctly. So if you think you made a mistake while you did it in here, this confirms either it's which wires are connected. Our yellow is connected, our green is connected, the white is connected, and the red is connected. So we did connect them correctly. So we're going to hit continue. And then we're going to turn it to your heating, says heating, cooling, and fan. Continue. What type of fuel? gas. What type of heating system? It's forced hot air. Okay, but you could really follow through each one of these. Very, very simple. Just follow what it asks you, and you answer the questions. But as you can see, we have most of it filled out here. We're going to continue the rest of it, and then the heat will be up and running, and now it'll be able to be controlled from a telephone. So if you're away and the temperature's going to drop and you want to raise the temperature, you can do that all remotely. So that's pretty much it. That's fairly easy installation. All right, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.